Have you ever wondered why some seniors seem to light up every room they enter, while others feel like their spark has faded? It's not just about aging, it's about the little mistakes we make along the way, ones we don't even notice until they've dimmed our days. But here's the exciting part: you can turn it all around no matter your age. Today, we're diving into 10 unexpected mistakes that might be holding you back, and how to fix them to rediscover your vitality, joy, and connection. In this video, you'll meet Harold, a 72-year-old retired mechanic whose story uncovers how these mistakes crept into his life and how he reignited his passion for living. Why watch until the end? Because we're revealing simple, actionable steps to help you avoid these pitfalls, plus a challenge that could spark a whole new chapter for you. Number 8 might catch you by surprise. It's a mistake so easy to make, yet so powerful to fix. If you've ever felt like your days could use a little more brightness, or you're curious about what might be quietly holding you back, this video is for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started, because your best years are still ahead. If you're not subscribed, I'd love for you to join our community. Click that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video. Your support means the world, and if you enjoy this, share it with someone who might need a little inspiration. If you're excited about this topic, drop a 1 in the comments. If it's not quite your vibe, comment 0 to let me know how I can improve. Let's dive in. Number 1. Forgetting the power of a good laugh. Harold used to be the life of the party, always cracking jokes at the garage where he worked as a mechanic. But after retiring, he noticed something: he wasn't laughing as much. His days were filled with news chores and quiet evenings, but the sound of his own laughter had faded. He didn't realize how much he missed it until a neighbor invited him to a comedy night, and that evening, as he laughed until his sides ached, he felt alive again. Why does this matter? Laughter isn't just fun, it's medicine. Studies show it reduces stress, boosts your immune system, and even improves heart health. More than that, it connects us to others. When Harold stopped laughing, his days felt heavier, and he felt more distant from friends. A life without laughter is like a garden. Without sun, it wilts. How do you bring it back? Make laughter a priority. Watch a funny movie, share a silly story, or call a friend who always makes you smile. Harold started hosting game nights with old friends, and their shared laughter brought back a lightness he'd forgotten. What's one thing that makes you laugh? Do it today. Your heart will thank you. Number 2, skipping social invitations. Harold loved his routine after retirement: coffee tinkering in his shed and early bedtimes. So when friends invited him out for dinner or a local event, he often said no. "I'm fine on my own," he'd tell himself. But over time, the invitations slowed, and Harold felt a quiet ache. He missed the chatter, the stories, the warmth of being around others. Why is this a mistake? Social connection is a lifeline as we age. Research shows that staying connected reduces loneliness, lowers dementia risk, and even adds years to your life. When Harold turned down invitations, he didn't just miss out on fun, he lost chances to feel seen and valued, which left him feeling isolated. To fix this, say yes more often, even if it's just for an hour. Start small. Join a neighbor for coffee or attend a community event. Harold said yes to a local car show, and reconnecting with old buddies reminded him how much he loved their company. What's one invitation you can accept this week? Your social spark is waiting. Number 3. Ignoring your creative side. If you're still here and finding this helpful, drop a 1 in the comments to let me know you're with me. Harold used to tinker with old car parts, turning them into quirky sculptures for his grandkids. But as he aged, he stopped. "I'm too old for that stuff," he'd say, packing away his tools. Without that creative outlet, his days felt monotonous, and he didn't realize how much he missed the thrill of making something new. Why does this matter? Creativity keeps your mind sharp and your spirit alive. Studies show that engaging in creative activities like painting, writing, or crafting can reduce stress and improve cognitive function. When Harold abandoned his projects, he lost a piece of himself and his days felt emptier. Rediscover your creative side by trying something small, write a poem, or even cook a new recipe. Harold picked up his tools again and made a sculpture for his grandson's birthday. The boy's delight lit up Harold's heart. Creativity isn't about perfection, it's about expression. What's one creative thing you can try today? Number 4. Overloading on news and negativity. Harold had a habit of starting his day with the news hours of it. He'd sit with his coffee scrolling through headlines, getting frustrated about the world. Everything's going downhill, he'd grumble, not noticing how it soured his mood. Soon he was snapping at his daughter over small things, and their calls grew shorter. Why is this a problem? Too much news, especially negative, can weigh you down. Research shows that constant exposure to negativity increases anxiety and even affects your physical health, like raising blood pressure. For Harold, it didn't just ruin his mornings, it strained his relationships, making him harder to be around. To break this cycle, set limits. Give yourself 10 minutes for news, then switch to something uplifting, a podcast, music, or a chat with a friend. Harold started his mornings with classic rock instead, and his mood lifted. He even apologized to his daughter, and their talks grew warmer. What's one positive thing you can add to your morning routine? Number 5. Neglecting your senses. Harold used to savor the smell of fresh oil in his garage, the sound of engines humming, the feel of tools in his hands. But as he aged, he stopped paying attention to his senses. His meals were bland, his home quiet, his days lacking texture. He didn't realize how much this dulled his joy until a friend brought over homemade soup, and the warmth, the aroma, the taste brought tears to his eyes. Why does this matter? Our senses connect us to the world. Engaging them through taste, touch, sound, smell, or sight boosts happiness and mindfulness. When Harold ignored his senses, his days felt flat and he missed out on life's simple pleasures. Reawaken your senses with intention. Listen to birdsong, savor a favorite meal, or feel the sun on your skin. Harold planted a small herb garden, and the scent of basil became a daily delight. What's one sensory experience you can enjoy today? It's a small change with a big impact. Number 6. Fearing new adventures. If you're still watching and loving this, drop a 2 in the comments to let me know you're here. Harold used to love road trips, but after retirement, he stayed close to home. I'm too old for adventures, he'd say, turning down chances to explore. But when his son invited him on a fishing trip, Harold hesitated. He hadn't been on a boat in years. He went anyway, and the thrill of the open water reminded him how much he loved new experiences. Why is this a mistake? Avoiding adventures shrinks your world. Trying new things keeps you young at heart and builds confidence. Studies show that novelty boosts brain health and happiness. When Harold played it safe, he missed out on memories that could have lit up his days. Say yes to one new adventure, even a small one. Visit a new park, try a new hobby, or take a day trip. Harold now plans monthly outings with his son, and each one brings him alive. What's one adventure you can try this month? Step out. You won't regret it. Number 7. Comparing yourself to others. Harold often watched his neighbor, a fit 70-year-old who jogged daily. I'll never be that active, he'd think, feeling defeated. He didn't see his own strengths, like his knack for fixing anything, or how his comparison was stealing his confidence. It wasn't until his granddaughter asked him to fix her bike that he realized his unique value. Why does this hurt? Comparison kills joy. It blinds you to your own worth and makes you feel less than. As we age, it's easy to compare health, energy, or achievements, but it only dims your light. Harold's comparisons left him feeling inadequate, even though he had so much to offer. Focus on your strengths instead. Write down 3 things you're good at, or that make you unique. Celebrate them. Harold started teaching his granddaughter basic mechanics, and her admiration boosted his self-worth. Comparison is a thief. Don't let it rob you. What's one thing you love about yourself? Number 8, letting go of gratitude. Harold used to appreciate the little things, a good cup of coffee, a sunny day, a call from his kids. But over time, he stopped noticing them. He'd focus on what went wrong. Instead, a rainy afternoon, a creaky knee, a missed call. He didn't realize how this shift made his days feel darker until a friend pointed out how much he'd changed. Why is this a big deal? Gratitude transforms your perspective. Research shows it improves mental health, sleep, and even physical well-being. When Harold lost his gratitude, he lost his ability to see the good around him, which made life feel heavier than it needed to be. Start a gratitude habit each day. Name 3 things you're thankful for. Harold began writing his in a notebook. A sunny walk, his granddaughter's laugh, a fixed engine, and soon his outlook brightened. Gratitude is a spark. What's one thing you're grateful for right now? Number 9, shying away from asking questions. Harold always prided himself on knowing how things worked, but as the world changed, think smartphones, apps, electric cars, he stopped asking questions. "I don't get it," he'd mutter, brushing off his grandkids' chatter about their gadgets. He didn't realize how this made him feel left behind or how it distanced him from the younger generation. Why does this matter? Asking questions keeps you engaged and connected. It shows curiosity and builds bridges across generations. When Harold stopped asking, he missed out on learning and bonding, leaving him feeling out of touch. Make curiosity your superpower. Ask a grandchild how their favorite app works or inquire about a neighbor's hobby. Harold asked his grandson to explain a video game, and their shared laughter over his first attempt brought them closer. Questions open doors. What's one thing you're curious about today? Number 10, forgetting to dream big. If you made it this far, drop a 3 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. Harold used to dream of building a vintage car from scratch, but after retirement, he let that dream fade. That's for younger folks, he'd say, settling for routine. But when a friend showed him a car show flyer, something stirred. He still wanted that dream. He started small, working on a model car, and the passion came rushing back. Why is this important? Dreams give us purpose no matter our age. They fuel excitement and growth. Studies show that having goals improves mental health and longevity. When Harold stopped dreaming, his days lost their fire, but rediscovering his goal reignited his spirit. What's one dream you've set aside? Start small, take one step toward it, like researching planning or sharing it with a friend. Harold's model car project led to joining a car club, and his enthusiasm inspired everyone around him. Dreams don't have an expiration date. What's yours? As Harold sat in his garage working on his model car, he smiled. These 10 mistakes, forgetting to laugh, skipping social time, ignoring creativity, and more, had once dulled his days. But by making small changes, he rediscovered his spark. His home was filled with laughter again, his dreams were alive, and his heart felt full. You can do this too. What resonated with you today? Maybe it's the power of laughter, the courage to try something new, or the magic of gratitude. Pick one lesson to start with. I'd love to hear from you. What's one change you're ready to make? Share it in the comments below. If this video inspired you, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more wisdom to light up your days. Your support keeps this channel going. Let's keep dreaming big together. See you in the next video.